Garrett, where is your dinner reservation? No, I'm kidding.
Not telling you.
You're not telling me anyway. Actually, for both of you, just take me through that 86-yard touchdown and, maybe some things from practice that carry over into a game situation like that. Or was it just, he was open and I threw him the ball kind of thing?
We practice this every day. This is not a game. We don't treat it like a game. Y'all might see it as a game, but this is our life. This is what we want to do. After everything we do in practice, we talk over it. We see what we can do better on it. We work drills at practice to even get open, even when he's scrambling. So that's all y'all seen right there was just a drill, and we just perfected it.
Yeah, I thought it was we were working a different concept to a different side, and I really wasn't even working that side. But I scrambled out, and just like that, like you said, the training that we work on in practice, and he struck up the sideline. I threw it to him, and I saw his hands pluck it out, and I saw him make the cut, and I was like, that's when I knew he was going. Nobody was going to catch him.
So in the game, you just have to move on. But now that things are settling down, you think about it. What's your initial thought of adjusting without OG in the lineup for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, OG is definitely the most dependable guy we got in terms of chemistry that I know, in terms of where he's going to be and all those things. But we got a long list of guys that can go out and play. And the biggest thing is just continue to work on that and that chemistry. But, guys like Dono and Amari and all those bunch of other guys that are in there, and Zay, who we moved to the slot for a little bit. But just those guys, we continue to build our chemistry, but we're making plays. So it's just, if we could do a little bit more routinely, that'd be great. But, the scramble and the big playability is absolutely there. So more so just the routine stuff.
Donovan, for you, the first career touchdown for you collegiately, just what that meant to you overall, and just what you can say about kind of getting that off your back now.
This is kind of funny. So me and my teammates, actually, because last game, y'all know I didn't score, but, had a decent game in my opinion. Everybody scored. And, I was happy for everybody. And they was like, Dono, you got to get one. You got to get one. So, it kind of flipped today, you feel me? So once it flipped today, everybody was, when y'all seen on the sideline, I couldn't even sit down. I was getting beat up. So, you feel me? So everybody was happy for me. I was happy. Shit, I was even more happy that he threw it to me. I was like, please throw it to me. Please throw it to me. I knew what I was going to do with the ball, but you feel me? I'm just happy that I can say that all my teammates are with me, he's with me, and the coaches are with me.
Mario, I'm back. Garrett, in that first quarter, how were you able to adjust with them kind of loading the box and taking away the run from you, and what did you see to allow you to put up points with them doing that?
The biggest thing was in our breakdown. They only had one. We only had film on them from one game this year, but they played exactly how they did in last year. The same DC. So that was nice to see. And there were some little nuances that things that I'll get minused on, but. For the most part, guys were finding the space. We're making plays, and we did what we had to. We put up, 30-something points in the first half, so offensively. So just continue to work and build on what we did good and continue to do that. And the things that we got to clean up, just make sure we're refining that so we're more efficient and we can connect down the field.
Garrett, what did you see from Isaiah Jones today, specifically on that kind of goal line grab where he went up and got it, and what does he bring to that receiver room?
Yeah, Xavier's been playing a little bit more slot with Dono, and now the OG's been kind of limited, and he made a great play, and my hand got hit, so I was a little nervous I was going to sail on me and get picked off, but he made a great play and beat the corner to it. So just like I said, these guys are talented and they can make plays. If you give them the ball, they'll take it the distance. So it's more just make sure we get them the ball more routinely and find the right space and the right looks. And it's all relatively new, but as the season goes, we'll keep getting better. So it's exciting to see.
Garrett, you guys turned it around, but that first drive, you had 2 incompletes in the end zone, and I'm just curious what went wrong there, and then maybe what you adjusted to make sure that wasn't happening later in the game.
I'd have to go watch the film. I don't really remember, but I couldn't tell you.
Similar lines for either one of you, right? Through 4 plays, that game could not have gone worse in terms of a defensive touchdown, and then OG sort of gets hurt. What was the vibe like on the sideline? Were you guys calm, pissed off, whatever?
Next man up. That's all we can really say to that. When somebody goes down, it's the next man up. We practice for this. Coach Babers and the rest of the coaching staff puts us in a good predicament, and we know he makes us practice this. You feel me? So it's not just like everybody's just not knowing what to do. You feel me? We got to be prepared for stuff like this. So it's really nothing new. Nobody was really tripping. So
Yeah, I mean, definitely not fun to see them run down your sideline the second play of the game. But and then OG went down, so I mean, just life is you got to operate, and there's really no just next, like you said, next man up, and we did that, and we went out and executed. So try to get those guys healthy and see when we get them back, and so we're at full force. But but I mean, just next man up, and we just got to make sure we're ready to go.
Donovan, you were a decorated track athlete in high school. Is there a difference?
I'm sorry, I can't see who talking. Raise your hand. All right.
You were a decorated track athlete in high school. Is there a difference between that raw speed and football game speed?
I'm going to keep it 100 with you. On the track, I'm 100 times faster. But football speed, like, even when we look back at the play, I really was looking at LeQuint the whole time. He was telling me, come on, come on, come on. So I was like, all right, bet, lead the way. And then I just ran. That's all it was. I don't think I put, 100% of my speed in there, but it was, it was a little something.
We'll take a couple more. Start right here in the third row.
Donovan, you, Isaiah, and Amari all had 80-plus yard receiving games. Can you speak to some of the depth of this wide receiver core?
I mean, you know the depth. Sometimes you know the depth. So it's not really much I can speak on. Like, sometimes we all had 80-plus. After that, after we all found out that we had over 50, we just started playing games like, okay, let's see who can get the most yards. I didn't even know who had the most yards until the end of the game because the board, sometimes I think it was frozen or something, I don't know. But, yeah, it's not really that much to speak on. We just have fun with it and do what we got to do.
LeQuint Allen obviously had a huge game, 3 touchdowns. But Garrett, how important is it for your offense to get the run game going to really be able to open up your pass game?
Yeah, I mean, every week it just depends on how teams play us. And MAC school like that, we treat them as a mini Big Ten school, and they fit the run. So that's why we're coming out and throwing the ball, and they make it an emphasis to stop the run. It was good to see LeQuint finish off those drives. I mean, I was kind of I told him I was going to fight him in the locker room, jokingly about, Zay got tackled on the 1-yard line twice, and then Dame had the touchdown. And but it was good to see LeQuint finish off the drive. I mean, it's complimentary football, and selfishly you want to take those touchdowns, but it's good to see. I mean, we're scoring, so that's all that matters.
Last question to Michael.
Garrett, you talked a little bit about the next man up with some injuries in front of you on the offensive line. How much confidence do you have in the rest of the unit to really step up now and give you some good protection in these next few weeks?
I mean, it's good to see. And today, those guys played all the way through. And but I'm confident in those guys. We got the depth we need, and especially now we got some guys coming back this week, so that'll be good to see. And but we'll figure it out in practice and just make sure we're resting up. But no, we got plenty of depth and plenty of bodies that we need to go out and compete and win games. And so it's just a matter of finding out who the best 5 will be. But I got confidence in those guys. They did a great job today, and we'll continue to grow and develop and make sure we're ready for next week.
Those guys coming back, you mean Kalen and Joe?
Mm-hmm. Primarily, yes.
All right, thanks, guys.